Good morning and happy Monday. Let's see what this week looks like for you. This has been my favorite tarot deck for years. This is probably one of the first decks that I ever had. Okay, wow, the messages are loud. So we're looking at the week ahead. And the first thing that came up for us is the Fool. We're going on a new journey. You're starting something brand new. This has something to do with your family life, the world, justice. You are finally getting everything you ever wanted. Like, this is really neat, actually. Okay, so we have the Fool, we have the Ten of Cups, we have the World, and we have Justice. And Justice, in this case, I'm getting a very strong sense of good karma coming your way. So the World is telling me that this is, well, the World and the Fool is like, this is brand new. This is you finally opening a new chapter, something very positive, something having to do with you just feeling at peace. You are finally feeling at peace with life, at peace with your struggles even, if that makes sense. You know, we all have things on our plate. We all have things on our shoulders. It's going to be stressful at times. You know, there's always going to be something that's hovering over us, but you are at peace with your problems is what I'm getting. Is like, you're not letting things weigh you down necessarily. Yeah, the Hermit in reverse. You're not quite letting this make you feel this kind of, it's only me against the world. Like, that's kind of how that feels to me. Is like, you were feeling like it was you against the world, okay? You against the world. Everything was out to get you. You just, yeah, you kind of had this belief that all of the problems that were happening to you because there was some kind of universal vendetta. So you took things very personally instead of seeing what the lessons were. And now you have learned the lessons. You understand why you had to go through what you went through. You understand your connection to your past now. So you're feeling a way that you haven't ever felt before in your life. It's brand new. There is peace, even in your problems. Oh my goodness. The Tower. So something big changed. This Tower card has really loved to jump out over the past few days. And then the Three of Pentacles. So this comes with trusting people, and I think that goes into the Ten of Cups energy a little bit. So you might not have been someone that trusted or relied on other people very much because of that feeling of the world is out to get me, so I can't trust anybody. So now you had something major happen to you. There's been kind of an upheaval in your brain. You kind of rewired something. You're starting to look at the world differently. It's like you put on a different pair of glasses and everything makes sense now because you had to go through something that destroyed that frame of thought. And now you are being more collaborative. You're walking away from only depending on yourself. You're allowing yourself to see the beauty in humanity, and you're allowing yourself to enjoy that. So you're starting to understand collaboration and people, family, community. Oh, okay, so I just got chills with this combination. We're just talking about working alongside other people, you know, Three of Pentacles energy. And then we get the Three of Cups energy. So Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups showing up at the same time. Like, this really feeds into that collaborative energy. So it's not just that you're physically depending on other people, like you can talk to them, but you're emotionally depending on other people. That's why you're at peace with your problems, because you have found a community, you know, to work through these problems. Eight of Pentacles. So you worked on it. And now you're able to find peace because you're not holding everything in, you know, you're talking to people. And sometimes our problems feel so much bigger when we're holding on to them by ourselves. You know, if you're not letting anybody in on it, you're not getting any outside perspective. And the inside perspective can feel a little bit too heavy. You know, we're our biggest critics when it comes to ourselves and our lives and everything that happens within it. So if you're not getting any external perspective on your internal world, you might end up feeling like your problems are way bigger than they actually are. You know, you need external input to find solutions. So let's see one more card to see what the rest of the week is looking like. So 7 of Wands. So that being the final message here is that it's okay if you still... My bread timer went off in the middle of that. So what I was saying, the 7 of Wands here, it's okay if you don't feel prepared. It's okay if you don't know what you're doing. You don't have to be defensive when problems occur in these new relationships, as you're depending on other people and you're trusting them with your feelings and your future. Essentially, you know, you're trying to figure out what your next steps are and you're getting input from other people. It's okay if you don't trust everything. Like, at the end of the day, you are the one that's connected to your purpose. You're the one that's connected to your future. So just because people have suggestions and input, you can choose what fits and what doesn't. But the important part is that you have those conversations, you get the input that you're looking for, because sometimes that input isn't what you're looking for, but it inspires something new. The conversation itself will inspire something new. So the overall message here is definitely to put some trust in this community that you're building for yourself. And it's amazing. It's a very amazing milestone to have been able to get here to this point where you were isolating yourself and not trusting anybody. And now you're working on both material collaborations with people and emotional ones. So you're depending on people physically and emotionally to meet your needs, which as humans, we need other people. We need support. So it's not weakness. I think there is a lot of strength in community, and there's strength in the ability to trust, because it means you're letting go of control, because you can't control what other people are going to do in a friendship, in a relationship, any kind of relationship. You can't fully trust. So, or you can't fully know. So you have to put that trust in the people that you choose to have in your life. So let's pull one oracle card to close out our week. Embrace the flow of life. It's the full moon in Gemini card. Every once in a while, I love to get these Moonology cards out. Embrace the flow of life. So yeah, that peace that you are feeling, the peace with your problems because you have people, embrace it. This natural flow of people entering your life, this natural flow of trust and accepting and finally getting everything that you wanted out of life on a spiritual, physical, and emotional level. Just let that flow in. And we're still in a retrograde period, so be really easy on yourself.